Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you're interested in learning about Muslims in Thailand, you've come to the right place. I've put together a comprehensive overview that covers everything from the historical roots of Islam in the country to the present-day experiences of Thai Muslims. We'll start by exploring how Islam first arrived in Thailand centuries ago and how it spread throughout the region. Then we'll look at some current statistics on the Muslim population, including the breakdown between Sunni and Shia communities. After that, we'll dive into the daily lives of Thai Muslims, discussing their typical activities and where they're most concentrated in the country. We'll also tackle some of the challenges faced by the Muslim community in Thailand, including economic and political issues. Finally, we'll examine the sensitive topic of Islamophobia in Thailand, looking at whether it exists, if there are any organizations promoting anti-Islamic sentiments, and how people are working to combat religious intolerance. It's a fascinating and complex topic, so let's get started. All right, let's dive deeper into the history of Islam in Thailand. It's a fascinating story that spans centuries. Islam first arrived in what we now call Thailand around the 13th century. This was during the time of the Sukhothai Kingdom, one of the early Thai states. The main carriers of Islam to this region were Arab and Persian traders who came by sea, following well-established maritime trade routes. These traders initially settled in the coastal areas of the Malay Peninsula, which is now part of southern Thailand. Places like Pattani, which later became an important Muslim sultanate, were among the earliest areas to see Muslim influence. These traders didn't just bring their religion, they also introduced new goods, technologies, and cultural practices. Over time, Islam began to spread beyond these initial coastal settlements. Some local people converted, attracted by the teachings of Islam or seeing advantages in aligning with these influential traders. The religion gradually moved northward, though it remained most concentrated in the south. By the 15th century, several Muslim-ruled states had emerged in the region, including the Sultanate of Pattani. These sultanates played a significant role in the spread and establishment of Islam in the area. They became centers of Islamic learning and culture, attracting scholars and traders from across the Muslim world. It's important to note that the spread of Islam in Thailand wasn't through conquest, as it was in some other parts of the world. Instead, it was a gradual process of cultural interaction, trade, and voluntary conversion. As the Thai kingdoms expanded southward, they incorporated these Muslim-majority areas. This led to a complex relationship between the Buddhist Thai monarchs and their Muslim subjects. Some periods saw relative harmony and autonomy for Muslim communities, while others were marked by tension and attempts at forced assimilation. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, as modern Thailand took shape, the government tried to integrate the southern Muslim regions more fully into the Thai state. This sometimes led to resistance and calls for autonomy or independence. Throughout this long history, Thai Muslims developed their own unique cultural identity, blending Islamic practices with local traditions. This is especially evident in the distinctive culture of the Thai Malays in the south, who maintain strong connections to both their Islamic faith and their Malay heritage. Today, Islam is recognized as one of the major religions of Thailand, with a history stretching back over 800 years. This long presence has deeply influenced the country's cultural, social, and political landscape, especially in the southern regions, where Islam first took root all those centuries ago. Let us now examine the demography of Muslims in Thailand, focusing on the numbers and distribution of different Islamic sects. According to the most recent official census data, which was conducted in 2010, Muslims make up approximately 4.9% of Thailand's total population. Given Thailand's population of around 69 million people, this translates to roughly 3.38 million Muslims in the country. However, it's worth noting that some Muslim organizations and researchers estimate the number to be slightly higher, possibly closer to 5 to 6% of the population, or up to 4 million people. The vast majority of Muslims in Thailand, around 99%, are Sunni Muslims. They primarily follow the Shafi'i school of Islamic jurisprudence, which is common in Southeast Asia. This means that out of the estimated 3.38 million Muslims, approximately 3.35 million would be Sunni. The Shia population in Thailand is very small, making up less than 1% of the Muslim population. This would translate to roughly 30,000 to 40,000 Shia Muslims in the country. Most of these Shia Muslims are concentrated in Bangkok and are often of Persian or South Asian descent. It's important to note that within the Sunni majority, there are various subgroups and movements. For instance, there's a significant presence of the Tablighi Jamaat, a Sunni Islamic missionary movement, especially in the central and northern regions of Thailand. There's also a small community of Ahmadiyya Muslims, though they're not officially recognized as Muslims by many Islamic authorities. Their numbers are estimated to be in the low thousands. When it comes to geographical distribution, the Muslim population is not evenly spread across Thailand. The southern border provinces, particularly Pattani, Yala, and Narathiwat, have the highest concentration of Muslims, where they form the majority of the population, in some areas up to 80 to 90%. Outside of the south, there are significant Muslim communities in Bangkok, especially in certain districts like Nongchok and Minburi. There are also Muslim populations in other major cities and in some rural areas across the country. It's worth mentioning that the Muslim population in Thailand is growing at a slightly faster rate than the overall population, due to higher birth rates and some immigration from neighboring Muslim-majority countries. These numbers and distributions play a significant role in shaping the social, cultural, and political dynamics of Islam in Thailand. They influence everything from government policies to cultural practices and interfaith relations across the country. All right, let's dive into the daily lives of Muslims in Thailand and where they're primarily located. Thai Muslims, like their Buddhist counterparts, are spread throughout the country, but they're most heavily concentrated in the southern provinces. In places like Pattani, Yala, and Narathiwat, Muslims make up the majority of the population. We're talking about 80% or more in some areas. These provinces have a distinct cultural feel, with a strong Malay influence in language, cuisine, and customs. In these southern regions, Islamic culture is very visible in everyday life. You'll see lots of mosques, Islamic schools, pondoks, and hear the call to prayer 5 times a day. Many women wear hijabs or other traditional Islamic dress, and it's common to see men in traditional Malay-style clothing, especially on Fridays or during religious holidays. Now, when it comes to daily activities, it really depends on where you are. In the south, many Muslims work in agriculture. Rubber plantations are a big thing there. Fishing is also an important industry in coastal areas. You'll find a lot of small businesses run by Muslims, from restaurants serving halal food to clothing stores specializing in Islamic wear. In Bangkok and other major cities, the situation is a bit different. Muslims here often blend more into the broader Thai society. You'll find them working in all sorts of professions: doctors, teachers, business people, you name it. There are several Muslim neighborhoods in Bangkok, like Bang Kapi and Nong Chok, where you can find halal restaurants, Islamic bookstores, and mosques. One important aspect of daily life for Thai Muslims is education. Many attend regular public schools, but there are also Islamic schools that combine religious education with the national curriculum. These schools are particularly common in the South. Religious practices play a big role in daily life. Besides the 5 daily prayers, many Muslims attend Friday prayers at the mosque. During Ramadan, you'll see a lot of activity around sunset as people break their fast, often gathering with family or friends. Thai Muslims also have their own cultural events and festivals. Hari Raya, Eid al-Fitr, is a big celebration, with families getting together, exchanging gifts, and enjoying special foods. In the South, you might see uniquely Thai Malay celebrations like the Kole boat races. It's worth noting that while many Thai Muslims in the South speak a Malay dialect as their first language, most Muslims elsewhere in the country speak Thai as their primary language and are well integrated into Thai society. In terms of employment, you'll find Muslims in all sectors, but there's a notable presence in certain areas. Many work in the halal food industry, which is growing as Thailand aims to become a major halal food exporter. There's also a significant number of Muslims in international trade, especially with Middle Eastern countries. In rural areas outside the South, Muslim communities often center around local mosques. These serve not just as places of worship, but as community centers, where people gather for various social and educational activities. Overall, the daily lives of Thai Muslims are diverse and vary greatly depending on location, but maintaining their faith and cultural identity within the predominantly Buddhist Thai society is a common thread that unites them. All right, let's delve into the challenges faced by the Muslim population in Thailand. It's a complex situation with historical, cultural, and political dimensions. One of the most significant issues is the ongoing conflict in the southern provinces, particularly Pattani, Yala, and Narathiwat. This region, historically part of the Malay Sultanate, has seen separatist movements and violence since the early 20th century. The conflict has intensified since 2004, resulting in thousands of deaths and affecting daily life for many Muslims in the area. There's a heavy military presence, and incidents of violence, including bombings and shootings, have created an atmosphere of tension and insecurity. This conflict has broader implications. It's led to a certain level of distrust between some elements of the Muslim community and the Thai government. Some Muslims feel their cultural identity and autonomy are under threat, while the government struggles to balance national security concerns with the need to respect minority rights. Economic marginalization is another significant challenge. The southern provinces, where many Muslims live, are among the poorest in Thailand. There's a lack of investment and development compared to other parts of the country. This economic disparity fuels feelings of resentment and exclusion among some in the Muslim community. Education is another area of concern. While there have been improvements, some Muslim-majority areas still lag behind in educational outcomes. There's also an ongoing debate about the role of traditional Islamic schools, pondoks, and how to integrate them with the national curriculum while respecting religious education. Language barriers can be an issue, especially in the South, where many Muslims speak a Malay dialect as their first language. This can create challenges in education and in accessing government services. There have been instances of discrimination in employment and daily life, though it's not as overt or systemic as in some other countries. Some Muslims report difficulties in finding work outside their communities or advancing in certain professions. Cultural misunderstandings sometimes occur. For example, there have been controversies over the wearing of hijabs in certain workplaces or schools. While Thailand generally allows freedom of religious expression, these issues occasionally create tension. Political representation is another challenge. While there are Muslim members of parliament and some in high-ranking government positions, some in the community feel underrepresented, especially given the centralized nature of Thai governance. The rise of global Islamophobia has had some impact in Thailand too. While generally less severe than in some Western countries, there have been instances of stereotyping and prejudice, especially following international terrorist incidents. There's also an internal struggle within the Muslim community between more conservative and more moderate interpretations of Islam. This can create tensions within the community and challenges in interfacing with the broader Thai society. Lastly, there's the challenge of maintaining cultural and religious identity while integrating into the predominantly Buddhist Thai society. Many Muslims, especially in urban areas, navigate a delicate balance between preserving their traditions and adapting to the broader Thai culture. It's important to note that despite these challenges, many Thai Muslims lead successful, integrated lives and contribute significantly to Thai society. The government has made efforts to address some of these issues, though progress can be slow. Many organizations, both Muslim and interfaith, are working to bridge divides and promote understanding between communities. All right, let's dive into the topic of Islamophobia in Thailand, including organizations that promote anti-Islamic sentiments and efforts to combat this issue. Islamophobia in Thailand is a nuanced and complex issue. Compared to some Western countries, overt Islamophobia is less prevalent in Thailand, but it does exist and manifests in various ways. One of the main factors contributing to Islamophobic sentiments is the ongoing conflict in the southern provinces. This has led to some stereotyping of Muslims as separatists or potential threats to national security. Media coverage of the conflict sometimes reinforces these stereotypes, although many Thai journalists strive for balanced reporting. There's no single prominent anti-Islamic organization in Thailand like you might find in some other countries. Instead, Islamophobic attitudes are often intertwined with nationalist and Buddhist supremacist ideologies. Some ultra-nationalist Buddhist groups occasionally express anti-Muslim sentiments, framing Islam as a threat to Thai Buddhist culture. One example is a movement led by some hardline Buddhist monks who have called for Buddhism to be declared the official state religion. While not explicitly anti-Islamic, such movements can contribute to a sense of exclusion among religious minorities, including Muslims. There have been instances of online hate speech and misinformation targeting Muslims, especially during times of heightened tension in the South or following international terrorist incidents. Social media platforms have become a space where Islamophobic content can spread quickly, though efforts are being made to combat this. It's important to note that these Islamophobic elements are not mainstream in Thai society. Many Thais, including prominent Buddhist leaders, actively speak out against religious intolerance. The Thai government officially promotes religious harmony and has laws against religious discrimination. However, the implementation of these policies can sometimes be inconsistent, especially at local levels. Efforts to combat Islamophobia in Thailand come from various quarters. 1. Interfaith dialogue initiatives. Many organizations work to promote understanding between Buddhists and Muslims. These include both government-sponsored programs and grassroots efforts. 2. Educational programs. There are initiatives to include more information about Islam and Muslim cultures in the Thai educational curriculum to promote understanding. 3. Media literacy campaigns. Some organizations work to combat online misinformation and hate speech, teaching people to critically evaluate information they encounter about different religious groups. 4. Cultural exchange programs. These aim to increase interaction between Buddhist and Muslim communities, especially bringing people from other parts of Thailand to visit the Muslim-majority South. 5. Legal advocacy. Some civil society organizations work to ensure that anti-discrimination laws are properly enforced and to provide legal support to Muslims who face discrimination. 6. Government initiatives. The government has various programs aimed at promoting national unity and respect for diversity, although their effectiveness is sometimes debated. 7. Islamic organizations. Muslim groups in Thailand actively work to present a positive image of Islam, engage in community service, and build bridges with other religious communities. Despite these efforts, challenges remain. The ongoing conflict in the South continues to fuel some negative perceptions. Economic disparities and cultural differences can also contribute to misunderstandings. It's worth noting that many Thai Muslims report positive relationships with their Buddhist neighbors, especially in areas where communities have long lived side by side. Personal relationships and daily interactions often do more to combat prejudice than any official program. In conclusion, while Islamophobia exists in Thailand, it's not as institutionalized or widespread as in some other countries. The situation is complex, intertwined with political, cultural, and security issues. Efforts to promote understanding and combat prejudice are ongoing, but there's still work to be done to ensure full equality and acceptance for the Muslim minority in Thailand. All right, thanks for sticking with me through this deep dive into the Muslim experience in Thailand. I hope this video gave you a better understanding of the rich history, diverse communities, and complex challenges facing Thai Muslims today. From the ancient traders who first brought Islam to the region, to the vibrant Muslim communities in the South, and the ongoing efforts to promote religious harmony, it's a fascinating story that continues to unfold. If you found this information valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. I'm always working on bringing you in-depth looks at diverse cultures and communities around the world, and your support helps make that possible. Don't forget to ring that notification bell too, so you don't miss out on future videos exploring other unique aspects of global cultures and religions. Got any questions about what we covered today? Or maybe you have some personal experiences with Thai Muslim culture you'd like to share? Drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you all and learning even more. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, Understanding each other is the first step towards a more peaceful world. See you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.